again here tonight. It'll probably be a little bit of a shorter stream tonight, only because of the scheduling. It just needs to kind of be a little bit shorter tonight, but not by too much. We're just going to go ahead and get right into things, though. I'm going to go ahead and get this bad boy set up. We are indeed setting up a new game again here, because on a deathless run, you're not supposed to die, and I bet you'll never guess what happened to us last time if we're resetting. Anyways, let's go ahead and just get right into things here. I'm going to go ahead and thinking of a character to pick here. I'm kind of thinking I'm going to go samurai again. The only reason is I kind of want to do a very particular thing here. By the way, tonight's name was suggested to us by a lovely member of our chat. Mr. Slasham himself gave us a wonderful name, so we are going to go ahead and go with Furiai, which, if you have never played the game series Drakengard before, honestly, I'd probably just recommend you look up the lore synopsis on that one, because playing the game versus actually listening to the lore, two different concepts. And the lore is much more interesting than the actual gameplay, I would argue. Not that it's a bad game, just that could be better. But with that being said, here's a Crimson Medallion. We're going to go and go with that. I do already have a character skin here to load up, and we're going to go ahead and use it again. You know, I don't know if this is really Furiai energy, but we're going to go ahead and use it all the same, probably. You know what? Lightning McQueen gets the love of the night. But give me just a minute here, folks. I'm going to go ahead and hop on into the Wonderful Land YouTube, get that link set up on Twitter, and that way everybody knows we have just gone live for the night. I do hope everyone's had a wonderful weekend. Really, honestly. I feel like I'm going 100 miles an hour, and that's kind of a consistent habit. Not that it's my favorite habit, just that it happens. So, at any rate, here's the link posted for all the beautiful people over on Twitter. Everything looks good there, and we are live and at it, my friends. Alrighty, beautiful. So, like I said, we are not going to be going long into the night on this one. It's probably going to honestly be maybe at most, I'd say an hour and a half tonight. And that's roughly just because we're going to do setup, of course, obviously. But on top of that, we're just kind of time constraints right now are what they are. So, at any rate, let's just get right into this bad boy. Start shit up, okay? Cool. I will go ahead and try and kill I'm forgetting what the hell it's called right now, but you know what it is. So I'm going to go ahead and try and kill him, and if we can kill him, great. If we can't, I'm not really stressed about it, because it's not like it matters if we murder them anyways. They drop an okay weapon. It's actually not too bad of a weapon for what it's worth. I don't necessarily like it too much, because I think it's holy damage scaling at the end of the day, and that doesn't really vie for a long-term build in this game. Weirdly enough, like, of all the damage types you can actually go with in this game, that is definitely the one that's probably the weakest to go with. Alright, run away for 2 seconds, go ahead and equip our bow. Ideally, we get every single shot here, and we get some meaty chunkers on this big boy. Nice meaty chunkers. Love to see it. Okay, so he's griefing the pot a little bit here, but whatever, that is what it is. Though luckily he has yet to block a single one of these shots, and frankly, that's more important. That might be blocked. Oh, well, you know, the alternative there is that he just decides to smash our face in. It's a little unfortunate, sure, but it is what it is. Luckily, that attack right there is pretty darn free for the most part, so we always get the fat, chunky damage on that one. It's just free Campbell's noodle soup. That's a bit unfortunate. But whatever. It's okay. We only have 3 more fire arrows left anyways. Oh, well, you know, if you're gonna buff, asshole, you gotta take advantage of this bastard while you can, frankly. And, this is us taking advantage of them. Okay, we got away with a free shot. Beautiful. We're doing pretty good on damage. Nah, I don't really know if that's worth doing. I was thinking jump attacks might be worth doing here, but I don't really believe it for what it's worth. It doesn't really feel like it's the meaty damage that we need. Arguably, always better to just go with a mighty shot in this circumstance, just because it's good damage. That's not a great scenario to be in, but we got away with it. Because this guy is not very smart. So take it for what it's worth. I'd be a little bitter if he decided to just shoot us at the last minute here, but luckily we got away with it, so it doesn't matter. And that, my friends, is how you cheese the Scion if you're really feeling like being a spicy camper at the beginning of the game. Anyways, that's been done. Now we don't ever have to come back here. Not that we would've. Haha. Oh, I see. I guess we just can't grab that regardless. Anyways, folks, that's the end of the run. I hope you all enjoyed yourself. That is what is known as a deathless run, and unfortunately, you always die at the beginning of the game. I think this is the only Souls game. Well, no, that's a lie. I guess you could count Sekiro. Actually, thinking about this real quickly. Okay, so Dark Souls 1, no, doesn't force you to kill yourself. Dark Souls 2, no, doesn't force you to kill yourself. Technically, you could argue you'd commit seppuku in the intro to the game, so, But Dark Souls 3, no. Sekiro is pretty much the only one that forces you to murder yourself. Huh. Weird to think about. That's one of those little fun things that you just kind of start putting together when you start doing things like this. Anyways, we do not need the bow or that for a while, really. Not even going to worry about it. I think what we'll probably do is we're going to go for the strats that I would normally use to do the Cheese Radon boss run. Which means that we're going to essentially just book it to get the Dectus plates. And once we have both Dectus plates parts, we'll probably head right over to the Altus Plateau. Actually, I wonder if anybody would want to see that again, actually. Because that is a fun speedrun for what it's worth. It's a goofy speedrun, and I can't even really call it a speedrun because, I mean, frankly, my movements are not necessarily the best. But it is what it is, you know? Working on that progress. Getting them gains. So, we got 3K in the bank right now. We're going to go ahead and go visit Kale, and we're going to go get a little bit of gear, shall we? I don't really need to kill these, but I'm going to go ahead and, you know, I just said I'm going to go ahead and kill you. I would like your bones, please. No, we're not dealing with the tree sentinel right here. First time I'm probably going to say, yeah, no, not so much on the first playthrough. Not right now, I'd say. Maybe a little bit later on. The only thing the Tree Sentinel really has going for him is his second phase. First phase is absolutely some just easy cake maneuvers, frankly. It's super easy to deal with, not really that hard. But second phase can be a little obnoxious. So. But I hope everyone's doing well tonight, and if you are just joining us, we just started up this Deathless run. Not probably too much going into it tonight, we're just going to focus on setup, probably. Don't really need anything Kale sells past what we just bought from him, so we're just going to keep moving along. No reason to waste time. We will try and kill a couple guards here. Free level ups are free level ups, and if we can level up our weapon a couple times, I mean, why not? If you played this game on patch 1.0, you know for a fact they just didn't drop stones. So, what's weird there is I definitely pressed buttons, and I'm sure you noticed nothing happened there. So, interesting. I don't know. I think there might be something slightly off at the moment, but I'm not going to worry about it. And this is always the slowest part of the run, too, unfortunately. It's obnoxious, sure. Oh, there's some free kukri right here, actually. Let me go and get these. I don't even need them, necessarily. It's just nice to have items, frankly. Do some quick menuing. Beautiful. We are on our way to go ahead and go see everybody's favorite simp lady. And by that, I mean, not really Really, the more simpy lady, I guess, is technically Ronnie still. Is everybody still obsessed with Ronnie's feet? I feel like that's probably the case, right? Hey, Jojo, how you doing tonight, buddy? Good to see you, man. Hopefully the weekend has been treating you well and life has been going good for you, bud. Anyways, everybody say hi to Melina because this is the one and only time we will ever see her in a cutscene. Just kidding. We don't even see her in the cutscene. We can see her here. That's it. Yeah, we'll accept her services. I don't really care past that point. We'll get that whistle. Beautiful. Now we have a horse. And not really a great horse for what it's worth, because the horse doesn't really function that well in this game anymore. I feel like they definitely updated the game, and it just, I don't know, it feels weird. It feels weird, man. It shouldn't ever feel weird. OCD kicks in, we collect the map, beautiful. So, you might be asking yourself, what's the first official step right now, really, in the scheme of things? We are going to go ahead and book it on down the way here. We're going to do real good at booking it. One might even call our character Booker. However, our name is Furiai, as per suggested from Slash'em in our Discord. So, feels good. Feels good. God, do I want to kill this? You know, I don't really want to kill this. I don't have time for it, and it's not like it's really that important to collect the item off of it. So this bastard right here is terrifying. Yeah, for that exact reason right there. Yeah, the Knight's Cavalry is a little scary in this game, not gonna lie. I do wish that you didn't get forced into nighttime whenever talking to Melina, but I understand the idea behind it. It's just, I don't like dying in a run where I shouldn't be dying. So, anyways, there's a Picklefoot. We got ourselves some nice little chicken tendy. And let's keep moving, shall we? So we're going to head on over to the Grace site over by the Third Church America, I believe it is. Yeah, Third Church America. Once we're over by Third Church America, though, at that point we will have a much better standing on everything that we're doing. So we're going to go collect some new items, some strength talismans, blah, 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 blah. It'll look pretty good. It'll be some better damage, better pizza, all that magic. Papa John's. Honestly, I feel like I should get advertisement from Papa John's at a bare minimum for the same sake of just the fact that I reference things very stupidly all the time. So, I don't know. Maybe that's me being greedy. Not that I... Well... No, actually, I'm sorry. I do, in fact. You started DS1 today. Nice. Okay, everyone, let's see if Mr. Height can survive from this height. It's way different than you expected. It's a different game, it really is. Oh my god, this little lad. He's really just doing the gimmick, isn't he? Hang on, okay, no. He doesn't get to get away with this. Look at this asshole. Alrighty, buddy. You feel like gimmicking? Let me show you the gimmick. What an asshole. I feel like he just did that specifically because he knew I was about to make a pun. Like, he just said to himself, no, you don't get to make puns on my name. Not like that, I'm Lord Height. I'm the master. I didn't mean to shoot that arrow. Haha. But yeah, no, it's different from what you expected, Jojo. What's, what roughly, like, give me an example, I guess, of what's generally different for you. There's definitely a lot about DS1 that's very different, just because I feel like it's just the way it lays itself out. Frankly, you could definitely hop from DS1 to EldenRing, and just the layout is... Yeah, honestly, yeah. The rolling is very slow. You're not wrong. There's a lot more iframes also, too, really. Well, it takes longer for you to get out of the iframes, I should say. But yeah, no, definitely. That makes sense. Yeah. Okay, sit at the site of Grace real quickly. Beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and get this flask upgraded. Beautiful. And we actually have a charge, which is nice. I still gotta say, it's one of my favorite games. Like, it just is my favorite of the Soulsborns. But definitely playing an older Soulsborne at this point, if you go back from Elden Ring, it's going to feel like clunky mess. Like, heck, even doing like the Demon Souls remastered is a clunky mess, frankly, for what it's worth. I think I'm just so used to the games being a mess at this point, just because of the fact that I started with them, so I played them day in, day out kind of crap. We need the map over this way. There's the map. Beautiful. Let's get it. Okay, so that's right there, so that means the tree is... Yes, wonderful. On our way to the tree. So, pretty much, I think this is one of my favorite things, luckily, that I've started realizing is pretty good about Elden Ring, is that... Oh, that bird has glowing eyes. Well, you know what they say. Stop. Was that worth killing? I don't think that was worth killing at all. I think... they put a multiplier on one of the fauna animals, and it's like, it just, okay, I guess, sure, why not? Anyways, let's head over here. Oh, there's the bear. So yes, we do sneak up on the bear, because the bear is, in fact, a terrifying thing. And we run down here, because the bear is terrifying. Beautiful. Alright. Well, folks, we are currently rocking to 7:12 right now in terms of my time. I'm going to say probably at the latest here tonight, we will be pumping probably maybe 7:45-ish. Roughly. Roughly, possibly, maybe. Let's see if I can ride far enough away from this damn bear, though, to activate the map. Beautiful. I was indeed heading the wrong direction. It's honestly very impressive. I always have a tendency to lose myself in these woods. Haha. Great. But I don't know. There's certain games in this in general that I just tend to play very, very frequently, and that's one of them. Another one I've been playing a lot of lately, and I don't know if anybody else is a fan of it, but I've been playing a lot of Splatoon lately. Splatoon 3, for reference. I don't really think I need to reference which one, because there's only one that's new and out right now, and obviously there should only be one I should be talking about. But it's pretty good, honestly. I'm not opposed to it. I'm not usually a big fan of the Nintendo-based shooters. But this is the one that's like, hey, okay, all right, you got me. I don't need to kill these guys at all, but yeah, this is the reason why we don't necessarily murder them, because they are a problem. I'm gonna chug this over here, because the big man is coming close to me, and he gives me very high amounts of anxiety. Okay, cool. We pushed him off. That's honestly all we wanted to do there. Keeping him alive is a problem. Are you fucking kidding me with this rat? I always hate the rats. The rats just tend to grief the process more than anything. Alright, run away for 2 seconds because we like to live. Go ahead and bash this man's brains out. Send him to the floor. Knock his knees out. Tell him that his mother said hi. Walk around behind him. Whiff the stab. Beautiful. And stab him and end his life. Beautiful. Could that have been better? Absolutely. It could have been so much better. That was a piss-poor performance from my part. But it was serviceable. We are alive. Take it for what it's worth, folks. We've been given a buff. I don't know where we got the buff from. I'm wondering if we got it from the flag guy, because that's the only thing that really crosses my mind as possible. But I'm not going to really think on it too hard here. Okay, so really there's a couple options on what we could do next here. The first thing that we could technically do is we could go ahead and head right into Caelid at this point, because if we go to Caelid, we got a lot of resources available to us immediately. We can start really just pumping out a stuck ton of just gear and whatnot. But I'm actually just going to head back to Gatefront for right now, and we're going to knock out some other stuff instead. So. Plus, I think I also just don't want to necessarily approach everything on these playthroughs as like, hey, let's just go kill Grail. Especially on a deathless run, like, Grail is our easy bait answer to just staying alive in most cases. Not that we can't. Just that, I mean, having a shit ton more health literally at the start of the game is like, well, I mean, at that point, it's like saying, well, you know, I mean, you didn't really have to try, did you? EldenRing is still hard on its own, but having more health absolutely helps circumvent the whole dying matter. I'm going to collect some mushrooms in the spare time here because we'll probably end up collecting resources to make some pots at some point. I imagine so. I don't see why not. I am going to go ahead and collect the resources off of What's-Her-Face in that room right there because, well, she does provide some decent stuff. And, yeah. Oh, poor Rodrigo. I really wish they would make an update, though, to the game and make it so you could just kill these people. I know it sounds weird, and it probably sounds a bit, like, psychopathic or just, you know, sadistic. But one of the things I think that I really enjoy about the other Soulsborns is that no one's necessarily safe from anything. I don't mind them being safe from, like, hey, random AI decides to run by and grief the process, but... Hey, Jojo, don't stress it, buddy. I figured you were probably doing something. I mean, hey, that's all good. Plus, to be fair, I am off of my normal scheduling time right now, so I'm definitely kind of changing things up a little bit more than usual. Let's keep that on. We'll keep that on. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do this and this, because that makes more sense. If I have to heal, then we're not really using our flask very well now, are we? That's looking good. I'm going to go ahead and pump a couple levels, probably get some health going, because right now we have a bleed weapon, and frankly, bleed weapons carry. So, you know. That being said, we can make some bleed grease. That's good news. We could also make some blood arrows. Hell to the yes, Jim. That would be nice. Okay. Alright, well, I think our next step here is probably going to be heading back down, actually, and we're going to go ahead and go confront, I'm forgetting his name right now, but it's the one that Yura fights. It's like the starting area fight, and we're just going to go ahead and knock that out and see if we can handle it. It may go poorly, it may go great, I don't really know, but hey, that's the fun of this run, isn't it? For reference, too, if you are just joining us for the first time here, I'm sure the title pretty much describes it pretty easily, but this is obviously our second attempt. So, first attempts were serviceable. They weren't really great. The first time I died, it was to the Nigiris, I think that's his name, the one that we're going to go try and murder now. I'm actually going to head this way real quickly for some quick weapon levels. Jeez, speaking is difficult. But, yeah, we died to Nigiris just because he got, like, the wombo combo of the century, and Euro was kind of like, hey, FK. So, I mean, to be fair, I guess you can't really expect much out of Euro. He's, a little bit shitty. We didn't really have to come to this little rune spot right here. I just like getting more runes. So, yeah. Luckily, there's not really a lot of dropping points in this cave system that are actually worth doing, so we're not going to actually bother doing most of them. Because fall damage is a hell of a thing. Haha. Get this side of grace, because just in case we need to warp back for some reason. Do we have a striking weapon by any chance? We have this. That doesn't actually service any needs. Okay, cool. Yeah, actually, you know what? Never mind. We're just going to keep it Uchi right now, because Uchi is probably the only thing that's going to work in this tunnel that's not going to do shit damage. So, take that for what it's worth. Yeah, we're probably just going to avoid enemies in this cave. I'm not worried about collecting every single resource while we're here. We're actually just going to probably beeline it for the boss for the most part because, fuck, most of these cave dwellers, they can be a little aggressive, and if you didn't come here prepped, well, yeah, about that. Death is inevitable. Good news, we don't even really necessarily need this weapon to be great. We just want some resources to make certain things look a little bit smoother. A little bit spicier, as it were. There's an item right there. I'm not going to really stress it. There is a white stone there. Maybe we'll go back up for it. Maybe. Possibly. No, we're not. No, we're not. We're not going to waste our time with that damn thing. Doing that is essentially like saying, oh, well, I guess we'd be better off just dying real soon here. Just because it's like, there's plenty of stones out there. We don't really need to waste our time on stupid resources like that. So, you know, why would we do that? Let's go ahead and head on in here. We have our charge attack bonus up to 20%. And, I mean, this is a stone giant, so it should literally be falling over like crazy. So, let's make it fall over like crazy. Oh, you know, I mean, I guess he could knock our ass off. Weird, I definitely tried to roll that one, but okay. There we go. Beautiful. So I think the stone trolls can bleed for what it's worth, but I don't really know 100%. Not that it matters, because they usually end up dying before it's actually a problem. See, exactly. I think he bled. He bled on that last one. We didn't really do that for anything important. We literally just came in here for runes, and the Roar Medallion is basically just more pocket change. So, yeah, it's money. That's money. But yeah, no, folks, I do hope you've been having a good weekend. I can say, honestly, my weekend was pretty darn good, too. Got to spend some more time with Kooky, and we went out, we had some good times. We spent some times with one of our friends, and, I mean, heck, what can I say other than it's just nice getting to chill out, not have to think about too much, especially when you work full-time. It's good being able to get away, so it's good stuff. You have to... You know, I was about to go in there for those, the Trina lilies in there, but why would I do that? There's literally a crab in there. Crabs tend to grief the process. We don't do that. We don't do that anymore, Jim. Okay. I am currently thinking on whether or not we should just go right in here and deal with Nigerius. If we deal with Nigerius, we're definitely going to have the lad, Yura, show up and essentially, hopefully do all the work for us. Maybe not all the work, just enough work that he aggroes the enemy away from us. I am going to go ahead and swap back to the Crimson Medallion here because we would like to stay alive. We don't have our flask completely charged up, which is a little griefed. Okay. We'll see how this goes. This could go great, this could go poorly. Worst case, we've wasted pretty much no time whatsoever in dealing with this scenario. So, anyways, here comes Nigerius. Why did I buff so early? That was a little stupid, if I'm being honest. Mainly because I don't know. Nigerius is one of those little fights where you could either completely sauce him in the first couple of seconds, or he's going to just ruin your day. See, this is what I mean. Like, Nigerius completely has his abilities in check right now to where if he just wants to end our life, he can. He can just, in fact, end our life.
Bloody finger.
I am going to wait for Yura to get his ass over here, as slow as he is. He is so slow, by the way. Like, this is supposed to be, like, his intro. This is a terrible intro for him. Okay, do you want to explain yourself, Katana? Did Yura just, like, mass bleed? Or was it just me? Don't let him heal. Okay, well, you know, I guess he will have to heal on that one. Understandable. Okay, cool. Like I said, this fight shouldn't take this much effort necessarily, but it does, and it will. Oh, alright, let's go talk to the lad. Let's go make him happy. I'm sure he'll cry if we don't go out of our way to go talk to him real quickly. So, let's go do that. Otherwise, he may cry. I'm thinking of whether or not we should just kill Yura at a certain point. I know he turns into Shabriri regardless once he reaches the mountaintops, but the thing is honestly, killing him would just be, like, kind of a benefit. His katana is not bad. It is not a bad katana. Perhaps we will meet again. You know, I like to think that we would, but honestly, I don't necessarily care to. We'll probably still help him out on the side quests and everything, and we'll make that happen. But, I mean, you know, it's not necessary. I don't think Moog is necessarily a part of our route for this run, especially considering Moog would be a pretty hard boss, but he's also not a mainline boss. We'll probably focus mainline How did I miss the cave? Did I miss the cave? How did I miss the cave? This is impressive. I don't know how I'm like this, folks. I really don't. It doesn't make sense, I swear to you. Anywhosenheimer. Let's head on into this cave, sit at this bonfire real quick. Patches is not really a problem child per se, but he can be obnoxious for what it's worth. So, you know what? Honestly, right now, I think it's just vigor. It's just vigor for the most part. We just want more health. We want to live longer. Yeah, end of story. That's literally it. We're not going to worry about anyone else in this cave system. It is not worth our time. I think there's a chest with a bunch of mushrooms in it. Kind of worth it, but not 100% worth it, you know? It's like, it would be useful. I don't think I'm going to really use this fire grease in any other circuit. You know what? Maybe we'll save it for Morgott. Fuck it. I don't know. I don't know if it's really worth it to waste that on Morgott. But I don't know. It may be. Patches, get your ass down here. Get your ass down here. That kind of annoyed me, how that functioned. Because I definitely thought that would work a little bit better. Anyways, this is almost always a guaranteed free backstab. Frankly, I don't think his gas does anything to me, because I've literally never seen it do shit. There we go. And he's done. That's right, you are done, my boy. Go home, cry to mommy. Give me your gear. Would it be smarter to just kill him? Outright, actually? I'm thinking it might actually just be smarter to just kill him outright. Yeah, you know what, Patches? I'm sorry, buddy. You don't get to live on this one. My bad.
What are you playing? What's wrong with you? Hard of hearing.
Sorry, Patches. Go home, cry to mommy, tell me about it later, okay, big guy? Plus, that's a +7 spear he was wielding. Like, that's free. That's free damage right there. Like, just for comparison's sake, look at that. That's already an extra some odd 50 damage, roughly, we're dealing with? 45? Pretty good. It's pretty good. Plus, we put, like, Blood Slash on this thing, get it bleedy bloody. That'll be a good pokey-poke weapon. Wow, I gotta say, for all of the terminology I use, frankly, you might as well assume that I'm just, like... I'm not really cut out for this sometimes. All my terminology is just the goofiest shit, honestly. Anyways, that's Patches dead. Now we need to be able to go to the Table of Lost Grace. So I guess right now let's head towards Liurnia so we can go ahead and trigger our second Melina encounter, and we can actually get our way on down there, shall we? Gotta say, this is not a bad start though. This is not a bad start whatsoever. We have some gear going on for ourselves. We're looking pretty juicy, pretty thickums. I mean, hey, the boss is clearly suffering at least a little bit. So, yeah, can't complain. Cannot complain. I think I'm going to make it maybe possibly a stipulation where I say, hey, you know what, instead of killing Grail right off the bat, we might kill Grail at some point here, but it's not going to be something where we just go do it immediately. It'll probably be something like scheduled for at least a little bit later. So, definitely wasn't sure if I was going to live that one. I thought I might have griefed the process pretty miserably there. But we got away with it. Nice. Don't have to kill that deer, but damn it, did I do it anyways. I can't tell you how many times I've had, like, different fauna and creatures and whatnot just completely grief my run through this little spot right here. Especially when I was doing the Cheese for Dawn speedruns. It just consistently very impressive. Also, these wolves, surprisingly enough. I don't really understand how they grief the process as much as they did, but they did. It was some good shit. So, weapon-wise, Weapon-wise, I can't really say I put a lot of thought into what my late-game weapon is at this point. I can only really say the weapon I've really thought about using pretty consistently so far is probably the Bloody Helix, just because it's a thick weapon. It's a good weapon. Oh, it's okay, Slash him. Hey, buddy. I'm sorry. I gotta say, my streaming schedule today was a little bit out of whack of the norm. But don't worry about it, man. It's all good. Frankly, normally I stream around 9, so this is kind of on me, really. I don't know what I'm doing. Why am I streaming out of the norm? I think we'll probably be live for maybe about another half hour or so, roughly, during our setup process, though, today. We'll definitely be practicing this one a little bit more later. Though I will say, if we keep a character alive by the time a stream ends, we will not reset with a new character. That's definitely not some weird random rule I've implemented where we have to kill whatever character we end the stream with. So, I don't think we have enough runes to buy everything we want from this guy. 1800 for this. That's really the one thing I really want right now, so, yeah, we're going to probably spend our hard-earned runes on that real quickly. I would say we would purchase some of these. We might still do so just for the sake of getting our weapon level up there, but yeah, I would like to be able to get this Uchi on up in level. That would be really nice. Hopefully you're doing well today, Slash'em. It's good seeing you, buddy. So far, roughly, if you remember last time, we pretty much made our way into... the fucking creepy crawlies. Every time, man. They love to scrape your knees. So last time, if you remember correctly, we're about to reach the point to where we died miserably. And I gotta say, I laugh at the fact that we died there only because it's something that I consistently do. Every run. Like, every run, I will come this way, I will do the same thing, I'll take this teleporter up here, get the Grace at the bridge, and then I will hop off the bridge towards the large pillars over to the left of the bridge. Today we are not going to do that, and the only reason I'm saying that is because I don't like to die. And it seems, in a no-death run, I have a tendency to grief the process. So we're not going to do that. We're instead going to take the safe route. I can't even really call it safe necessarily, it's just we aren't going to die to fall damage, really is what it is. So, normally, what I would do is right over here, I'd jump off, I'd land on top of that. We're not going to do that today. I think I made a mistake last time in trying that, and normally I get it, but I don't know. I would like to live. Living seems funny, you know? What can I say? God. But yeah, we're just going to take it down this way. Safety strats today are very important. We are going to take them as far as we need to. There should be, yeah, I just need to ride right around here, the grave site. We're going to still rob the graves because that is free money. And, like, I don't know if your parents have ever told you this one, but if you see money on the ground or in a grave, be sure to pick it up because nobody's using it. So, be sure to keep your cash. Anyways, after that beautiful little saying, let's go ahead and collect this money. Moolah, beautiful. Wow, I'm gonna probably jinx myself here, but I normally never see those plants ever just decide to just puke. They always, 100% of the time, decide to also launch, yeah, exactly, like the ones over here are doing right now. Launch those little laser beams, those homing missiles. Not like they're dangerous, but they definitely make it so you can't just stand around and enjoy yourself. So, we got lucky by a lot, so let's not spit in that Lux face, shall we? Unless that's its kink. Which in that case, sure, go ahead. Spit in its face. Do I really need the Sight of Grace? No. We're gonna probably just warp the same second we pick up the item we're going to right now. Go ahead and avoid actually aggroing the dragon, because dragons being aggroed aren't really funny. Unless you're, like, very sadistic when it comes to humor. Which, in that case, yeah, it is actually very funny. I'm not gonna lie, I would find it funny if that tail swipe just bopped us right on the biddy there. That would have been a little funny. But luckily, we didn't get griefed. We can move along with our day, and we're doing good so far. So far, much better than last time. It's a little minor grievance, and I hope they're able to maybe patch it at some point here. But wouldn't it be nice if certain gates where it's very obvious you can ride torrent through, like, technically you should be able to ride torrent through, like the Fire Giant boss gate. You should be able to ride torrent through that, right? Does that not make sense? Or the gate that we just crossed through at Liurnia. Makes sense that you'd be able to cross through it with torrent. But I don't know why you just can't. I know it's a gripe and I know it's complaining, but I'm sorry. It does feel like a very stupid little thing. Raccoon, first of all, buddy, welcome to the chat, and second of all, best of luck with that fight, because, yeah, it's Melania, so that's pain and a half. Just do your best with it, man. I believe in you. You totally have this. It's gonna take a minute, I'm sure, but you can do it. You can do it. I should become a motivational speaker, except not for actual, like, physical matters or anything like that, but just essentially cheering people on to fight Melania. Make a cosplay character and just have it only play as a, I'll cheer you on as you fight her. I feel like that bit would be very stupid, though. And I'm not wrong. Yeah, definitely, man. Best of luck to it. Best of luck to it. What you got rocking for your build? So, wait, do I have any talismans that are worth... Well, I guess I have the health talisman, but I can't really say that's worth using currently. It's good, but it's not worth using, per se. So, we're just going to keep ourselves moving along here. Probably hop on down to the Altus Plateau. And, did I make a slightly weird turn for the first time in a blue moon? I don't trust the game right now, so I'm going to hop off my horse. If you don't know why I just did that, there's a very specific reason. The game has a weird little thing with any sort of plane where they can't really register whether or not you've actually landed on a solid surface. So sometimes it'll register you being on a slope like this as not registered yet until you hit, like, down here. And then you'll die very suddenly. What is in this chest? It's death. That's what's in it. In this chest is just death. This asshole right here decided it was time to die. It's a great... Well, you know, that might be useful, actually. I can't really say I want to use that weapon, per se, but it could be useful in this circumstance we go up against some Crystallians or maybe some more rock giants. So, you know, I'll hold on to it. Why not? After all, what's the worst thing that could happen, right? I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm like this. Anyways, Sight of Grace. I don't really need this one, but it might be useful if we come back for any particular reasons. Hey, Mr. Potato, welcome back, buddy. We are currently riding our way on up to the Altus Plateau. Guess what? We didn't die in the same spot as last time. I forgot I need to go to Caelid. I have to go to Caelid. I do actually have to go to Caelid. Can't believe I forgot that I would need to do such a thing. Weird, wild, wacky as hell. Right, I do need the second half of the deck display to actually go up the lift. I know, right? Isn't it surprising? What's crazy is I actually did something that's completely out of my wheelhouse. I decided to not do the dangerous, stupid thing that gets me killed. Even though it's a swagger strat, I decided not to do it. I know, right? Like, who is this guy? This isn't really FC. You're gonna die in Caelid. If I die in Caelid with you showing up, frankly, then yes, you might be a bad luck charm. But for now, I failed to recognize you as a bad luck charm, okay? If anything, you're just the best luck charm. And sometimes the best luck looks a little bad. I don't know what that means. It means literally jack all, frankly. I'm not going to get the Site of Grace, frankly, because it's not worth doing right now. I am going to go ahead and swap my talisman here. Do we have any better armor? Not really. Not worth even worrying about. I'm going to chug, and we're just going to keep riding because we don't want to fight the dragon. Not right now, at least. We don't have the damage for it. Certainly not a good luck charm. Well, I gotta say, on that one, that's less of a bad luck kind of thing, more of I feel like everybody kind of has to go through that phase when they have a kid. It's one of those hard things. It's like, it's just, yeah, having a kid, having a dog, having an extra mouth to feed is always sort of a rough thing to put up with initially. So I wouldn't call yourself a bad luck charm, my guy. Don't worry about it. 20k down the drain for you? Oh, buddy. Nah, man. You're not a bad luck charm. Come on. Come on, Urizen. You're a good luck charm. You're working on some fine new games. You're working on some anime. You're an anime maker, my guy. So just kind of make all that bad luck get offset with some super awesome cool kick-ass luck, you know? Motivational speech of the week. Silly putrid avatar. Fighting you is for somebody who doesn't have to worry about dying. We might fight it at some point. I'm not gonna lie. It's not necessarily like I want to fight it, but I definitely would fight it, and I probably will fight it. So, that being said, what is our next real step here? Do we have actually better armor by any chance that has better strike damage that's not really worth using? Yeah, I can't really say that leather suit is worth using at all. It's not really better by any circumstances. We don't have anything worth using there, really. I'm not going to worry about it. I mean, I'm going to go ahead and equip the lantern here. And let's go ahead and run through the fun run room, shall we? We have a couple things to do here. The first thing is just not dying, frankly. Fun fact, if you jump on a slope where you're jumping upwards onto the slope, then you're going to probably avoid... oh, wow, we almost got poison triggered there. Okay. Also, the anime is going terrible right now because everyone went on hiatus or whatever. I mean, that is unfortunately what kind of happens when school kicks in, right? School kind of griefs the whole process a lot of the times. So, I mean, it's okay, man. I wouldn't worry about it too much. You'll get back into the swing of things, sure enough. I believe in it, man. You got it. Yeah, that makes sense, that the rat would, in fact, bite my blade. That makes total sense. Run around these rats. Run back here, pick up this item. Go ahead and activate the Site of Grace. Boom! We did it. We didn't die. Isn't that great, everyone? We did such a great job. I'm proud of everyone here. Good job, everyone. Okay, so that was really the reason we needed to come here. I'm going to go ahead and set up the Site of Grace because at this point, this should mean I go right to the Table of Lost Grace. Beautiful.
Forgive me.
And to make an unblocked
I've
site,
been
decided to continue the work on the anime
testing
around Christmas time.
to determine if the
Yeah, there you go, man. You're not a bad luck charm. See? We're literally leaving Caelid right now, and we didn't die. Tell you what, though, I will say, you might be a bad luck charm if we somehow manage to die at the Table of Lost Grace. Alright? If we die there, then we might have words. But at any rate, we did that. We're looking good. And yeah, I mean, hey, we're... Honestly, now that we're here, we're looking a lot smoother, a lot safer. We already have a +7 spear, which is good news. You activated an invasion. Oh, right. Yeah, God. Yeah, honestly, if you die to Ensha, you're probably struggling more than you ever should. Because Ensha does not really kill you unless he grabs you, frankly. If you get killed by the Ensha invasion, you have a bigger problem. I blanked on what I was going after this, like, at this token here. Let me go ahead and offer Patch's Bell Bearing. Beautiful. So with Patch's Bell Bearing, we have the Chicken Foots, we have Margit Shackle. Mad Tongue, I'm just saying. No, we're not doing that right now. We're not going to do Mad Tongue right now. That's just grief in the process. If we do that, we're literally throwing. It's not so much a matter of saying that we can't handle him ever. It's just saying that literally right now, if we do it, why did I kill Patches? Because it was easier to kill him than have to go back to his damn cave to fucking buy things from him. He's obnoxious. And to be fair, normally we do leave him alive. It's just today he wasn't so lucky. Nor will Gostok. Gostok gets to die too. Though Gostok just dies because we just murder him. You one-shot Mad Tongue guy? I could believe it, Urizen, especially considering the fact that you told me you have, like, an insane bleed build of, like, 6,000 damage. So, yes. You probably did one-shot him. Yeah, that build definitely kind of cakes. So, yeah. We'll go and buy the bell here. Why not? I'm going to go ahead and, well, you know, maybe we'll buy some knight armor. That might be worth doing. Anyways, we do want to go ahead and... Why am I griefing this? We want to go ahead and buy Margit Shackle. We don't need it per se, but it is useful to have tools, so why not? I'll buy some extra chicken. Beautiful. And, I mean, really, that's about it that Patches offers, so we're not going to worry about it too much more than that. I mean, I guess we could buy this, but I don't really see a reason to do so. Because you're a bit quirky. Alright. Alright, man. And I guess really on that note, we're pretty much golden. I could go ahead and buy this. This is a better Fizzblock shield, so why not? Just makes sense, arguably. And on that note, we are pretty much good. We're golden there. So let's go ahead and re-gear. Reshift. Yeah, I think we're looking pretty good right now. I am going to be right back, folks. Give me just a hot minute here. Go ahead and look at the beautiful man, Ensha himself. I'm going to get his emote real quickly and leave you here with a double of the beautiful what do you want emote. So. That is the incorrect emote to use, just so you know. Anyways. Me and Ensha are going to be real cool for a minute. I don't like how that leans, actually. Let me go ahead and fix that real quickly. I don't like how that functions. That's a little obnoxious. Anyways, I'll be right back, folks. Give me just a hot minute here. Shouldn't be long. And we'll probably start wrapping up for the night, I imagine. So, yeah. So... Alrighty, folks. Thank you for your patience. I do greatly appreciate it. Let's get right back into this. I'm going to go ahead and re-equip my gear here. We will do a little bit more here tonight, but yeah, probably going to call things relatively soon. So, just so you kind of know. But, I mean, hey, we might actually have a character to take us through to next time, which is pretty darn cool. Glad to see Fury Eye is actually living. So, magical news. You know, I am going to go ahead and spend some upgrade material on this katana here. I don't think this will be our permanent weapon per se. Let me see one thing, actually, before we go ahead and worry about that. I might actually be using the spear, potentially. Because the spear is already at a +7. Let me see if I can Ash of War this bad boy, by any chance. If I can, no. Okay. That's a little unfortunate, but it is what it is. We could go ahead and put this on here, though, the Blood Uchi. That would make it even stronger. Even more bleed buildup. Yeah, you know what? Actually, that just makes logical sense, doesn't it? Yeah, we're definitely going to do that. Upgrade this a couple times. We are lacking in the Smithing Stone 1 department by a whole 1 right now. A little unfortunate. So, I guess what we could do is we could go back to Gatefront for a hot little stecken here. And go kill a couple lads, shall we? See if we can get one whole stone. Got this up to a +2 right now. We need it to be maybe a tad bit stronger. You know, not really, but we could do a tad bit stronger, and it'd be great. Oh, wow. I don't think he had any health left there, but, you know, seems a little rude what we just did there to him. That's bolts. Don't really need bolts. Thank you very much, game. Appreciate it. Another thing we're technically farming for right now is the, I'm forgetting what it's called, but it's the bronze shield. There we go. Okay, beautiful. Still nothing yet, but it's okay. We'll probably farm these lads for what we need, and yeah. Hopefully they'll give us exactly what we need. It's always funny when you literally need only one stone, and it's just like, okay, sure, why not? You know, actually, okay, that's fair. I guess it makes sense that he would survive that, but whatever. Run up this way, because these guys feel like they drop smithy stones a little bit quicker, so we'll go ahead and kill them real quick. You know, honestly, makes sense that I would miss that jump. There it is. There's that singular stone I needed. Go back to see Mr. Blacksmith, Mr. Hugh, and we'll go ahead and pop that real quickly, shall we? Do we have enough for +4 upgrade by any chance? If we do, we're doing... Oh, we do, in fact. We could get this bad boy up to a +4 at a minimum. Nice. We could technically go get this even more busties, frankly, if we really want to. I don't know. What do you feel like, chat? Should we go make this thing even more busties by going up to the Altus Plateau for a hot minute? Or should we just go ahead and go fight Margit? I'm kind of feeling tempted, I won't lie. Like, this is literally right here. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. If anybody disagrees with me, let me know now, but otherwise, we're doing this. Yeah, this doesn't really take any effort whatsoever, actually, now I'm thinking about it. We literally go up here, we go on over to the one mine, and we don't even have to go that far into the mine. We literally just have access to the stones that we need. So, really, honestly, completely worth it. And the fact that we have no runes right now is pretty much proof that we should. So, you know, yeah, makes sense. With this action, though, actually, Radon just became available for a fight. We're not going to do that, probably for at least a little while. And I'm wondering if whether or not on this run, if we make it to Radon without dying, I'm trying to think, do we cheese Radon, or do we just go ahead and leave Radon and fight the big boy like a proper fight? Because I kind of want to cheese him. It's been a hot minute since I've seen him go splat on the floor. But I don't know. Maybe I'll leave a poll up in the Discord and we'll figure it out that way. But yeah, no, folks. I think I'm gonna go ahead and start doing the general wrap down message here. I do greatly appreciate everybody joining me as always. I mean, hey, I know the stream is definitely a little bit shorter than usual right now, but frankly, I mean, just thank you for joining me in the first place. It means a ton to me. You know, it's always a good time hanging out with all of you and, you know, running through this game, even if it's for something as stupid as literally running around for an hour or two, just pretending like we really can't die a single time. To be fair, technically we haven't died a single time, because we didn't even technically die to Grafted Scion, you know? So, I gotta say, we're doing pretty good right now, for what it's worth. As long as I don't suddenly make the biggest dumb mistake possible, which is always possible. I am so grateful for the fact that those two guys just literally prefer to go honor above all else. They will never start the fight off unless you have attacked them first by smashing your Gordon. They will not smash your Gordon first. I'm a little worried right now because he's getting awfully close. Okay, cool. Thanks, big guy. Right, gotta remember, pick up seeds while on horseback, otherwise it's super stupidly slow. Not worth my time. I gotta be a little careful about this cave we're about to head into. Just a little careful, not like stupidly careful, but the one or two mini lads that are chilling in the cave can just suddenly decide that they're gonna, you know, end our life. As is with most things in this game. Haha. But I think we'll be fine. I mean, really, it's just about living. So as long as we live, we won't die. Real insightful there, aren't I? Alrighty, folks, we have made it to the Cave of Wonder. Go ahead and head on in there. And, yeah, let's go get ourselves exactly what we came here for. You know, I'm not even going to worry about the grace site there, because we aren't here for a long time. We're literally here for just the one thing. And once we've gotten it, we're not going to really stick around. Alright, there's the mini lad right there. I'm going to go ahead and kill him because I would rather him just be dead because he's a problem. And we don't have time for problems. Anyways, that's exactly what we came here for. Smithing Stone Bell Bearing 2. Now we can officially upgrade our weapons to a +4. Actually, if some of these boys want to drop us some poison stones, that would be pretty good right now, for what it's worth. I don't think it'd be 100% worth, but it'd be pretty good. He does some meaty damage, and that's a little scary. I definitely rolled that, but sure, okay. I gotta say, like, it feels really weird when your motions just don't work the way you want them to. Like that. Oh, those bleed too. Interesting. Huh. Smithing Stone 5. Ah, I see. Do I have another weapon that happens to do more poise damage? I guess this technically, but I don't have the strength. You know what? Let's go with the spear for a minute here. See how this works. Honestly, even if it just does more damage on the stab, that's really pretty much all we want. We just want it to do more damage. Why am I dealing with people in this cave? Why am I wasting time here? I gotta go. This place sucks. Alrighty. Well, I think on that note, we officially have just about everything we technically need to go ahead and handle Margit. So we might go do that. Let's go ahead and go upgrade our katana a couple more times, shall we? The Uchi deserves it. It is a beautiful weapon. Blood Uchi 4 acquired. We need some plus... Definitely blanked out on exactly what stones I needed there for a minute. That's hilarious as hell. Haha. So I need a couple stones right now, I believe, right? Do I have any of the... Okay, so we have the 3s. Beautiful. We do need 3s. I might need 2s. Yes, I do need twos, actually. Okay, cool. Wait, shit. You know, my mind just realized what we're missing on right now, and I don't think we have what we need to upgrade this katana more. Um, crap. You know, mistakes have been made. That's up to 9, that's up to 12. So yeah, we're whiffing on 6s right now. That's what we're whiffing on. Okay, alright. Well, I guess we could still go try Margit and see how it goes. Worst case, we just die. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, why not? Let's just go try it. Let's go try the fight. I'm gonna go ahead and level up real quickly because I would rather not waste my runes. So, we'll do that. We'll go fight Margit, and we'll go from there. Shall we? And we also just got more flasks, so look at that. A fat stack of 8 for the first real boss of the game. We don't even really need that many. I think at this point we do want to probably start pumping a little bit more into strength, if not anything, but I'm going to go ahead and do one more point of vigor for the time being. That's extra health, why not? Just makes sense. But yeah, let's go deal with Mr. Margit. See how it goes. And once we're done with this fight tonight, we'll probably call it the stream. This really shouldn't be hard at all, in all seriousness, because we did just pick up Margit Shackle. And yes, I am absolutely over-prepping for this silly little fight right now. Don't worry about it. Welcome back, Mr. Potato. We're doing probably the last little bitty bit fight of the night here. We're going to go deal with Mr. Margit, and we're going to see how it goes. Should go well, in all seriousness. I feel like we're definitely more over-prepped for this than anything. So, this should be relatively straightforward. Margit Shackle, beautiful. We can't fire grease this, my bad. I definitely whiffed on that knowledge, so my bad. I don't really need a shield per any reason here, so I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to chug this a little early, prep the Margit Shackle, and we're just going to head right in there and see what happens, shall we? Alright, old man, come on. Throw some daggers at me, big guy. Honestly, if he throws daggers at me, that's pretty much the ideal set for this fight. Or he does this. This is, like, super ideal. This is also insanely ideal. That's less ideal. But oh well. It's fine. It doesn't really matter. We're already working towards that bleedy bleed proc. He didn't jump in the air because he is a little obnoxious, but he's going to do it now. Beautiful. Looking good. Come on, big guy. Really? Could you not step on the stones? He has bled his own blood, and we're going to go ahead and drop him to his knees for a minute here. Oh, so I guess we can't just do that back to back, huh? You know, understandable. Run away. Heal. I don't really need to do this multiple... Can you not do it multiple times? What? Is it something about his second phase? Is that... Stab the big man right in the back. Beautiful. Run away. Can I seriously only do this one time? Yes, apparently. I did not realize that that was a fact. Okay. Oh my god. He got staggered into blood. What a... oh my god, what an old man. I didn't actually realize that was only during first phase. This is actually my first time ever using the shackle. I literally never knew that, so. Learning. It's an anime moment, yeah. Also, hey Coco, welcome back, buddy. Unfortunately, maybe not at the best time because we're actually just about to wrap up stream here tonight. But hey, guess what, folks? We did it. We have a character that's running. They're not dead. It's great. Someone my brother was playing with said, "Why is my name screaming in the background? His mic was unplugged." Say that again. I don't think I really read that properly, honestly, Yorzin. That is a bit wild, though. Okay, that's a bit wild, my guy. I guess let's go ahead and pump some arcane at this point. We want to go ahead and start getting that stat kind of rolling upwards, so we can start using some other weapons. A little bit more health overall. That's looking good. But yeah, folks, I think that is pretty much it tonight. We are doing good. We're doing fine. Our Lightning McQueen looking ass Furii is looking good. They're surviving well enough. So good news, folks. We are alive. I'm sorry, Yurzin. I am just reading your message again, and it still hasn't really set in properly for me. But wild. You're right. It's not Ned Flanders. It's technically Lightning McQueen. You can tell by the lightning bolts on their face and the abundance of cocaine on their lips. Haha. Anywho, folks. I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. Thank you very much for joining me as always. And if you are new to the stream and you do enjoy what you see here, please just be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the content. It helps me out a ton. I mean, honestly, it really does. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. Seriously, get some water, get some rest, all that magic. We will be back at it again, probably tomorrow, I imagine, with some more of the shield-only run. So please be sure to tune in for that if you like shields and you'll like MILF Tank, because MILF Tank is a pretty spicy character, after all. So, but yeah, folks, definitely be sure to take care. I will see you all next time. And yeah, just do your best. Take care. Okay? Bye.